Welcome to Bids and Proposals for Dummies, Short Episodes, Big Wins, a podcast inspired by the book written by APMP Fellows, Charlie Devine and Neil Cobb. Each episode gives you bite-sized, expert tips to help you navigate the complexities of bid and proposal writing and provides industry best practices on winning business. In this episode, we'll cover how to tailor proposals to customers' needs, building and managing relationships, asking questions to understand customers and their business, engaging with customers and assessing their needs during sales meetings, and understanding readers' role, expertise, and expectations to build a customized proposal. So, today we're going to talk about building customer relationships. No matter who your customers are or where they're located, there's a common thread. They choose to work with people and companies they know, like, and trust. It's predictable behavior. In certain markets, like governments, there are strict regulations and procurement processes that need to be followed. But even within those constraints, if customers know, like, and trust you, they'll find a way to pick you over other businesses. On the other hand, if they don't know, like, and trust you, they'll find a way to not pick you. When it comes to writing your proposal, keep this in mind. It's not about you, it's about your customers. Your proposal should look like them, sound like them, and reflect the relationship you have with them. So, it's important to get to know your customers well before delivering your proposals and to continue developing your relationship with them, even after they've read your proposal. In this podcast, we're going to help you establish and enhance your relationships with your customers. We'll show you how to use those relationships to create more persuasive and effective proposals, and how to use those proposals to continually improve your relationships with your customers. The goal is to make them know, like, and trust you better than they trust your competition. Now, let's talk about getting to know your customers. What do you think is the most important part of a proposal or a request for proposal (RFP) response? Some might say it's the executive summary, because it's usually read by a broad audience of evaluators and decision-makers. Others might think it's the pricing section, because some readers will focus on the bottom line. Both viewpoints are right, but not necessarily for the reasons you might think. The solution and numbers matter, but less so than how customers perceive and trust your company. For a unique proposal, focus on fostering a positive business relationship. As a proposal writer, you may not be responsible for the customer relationship directly, but you are responsible for how that relationship is represented in the proposal. So, how do you win over your customers? How do you craft your proposal to show that you understand their needs and how their business works? It all starts with asking questions. You need to find out as much as possible about the customer, their business, the decision makers, and all the evaluators and influencers who will assess your proposal. If you have a personal relationship with the customer through sales visits, you can ask them directly. But if you don't have that opportunity, you'll need to find someone else to ask on your behalf. And here's a tip. Don't assume that the customer contact knows the answers to your questions. Some salespeople may not know to ask those important questions, or they may even think that the answers are not important. But the truth is, if you don't get the answers you need and incorporate them into your proposal, it's likely to fail. Building a customer relationship is a lot like going on a first date. You have to ask a lot of questions to get to know the other person. The same goes for a business relationship. You need to set up a meeting, learn how the customer's business operates, identify their goals, uncover their problems and needs, and determine when changes are needed. And then, you can offer to develop a proposal. It's all about building that foundation of trust and understanding before proposing anything significant. Now, you might be thinking, What if I just submit an unsolicited proposal to a company I don't know well? Well, here's the truth. It's like walking up to a complete stranger at a bar and proposing marriage. The chances of success are slim to none. Unsolicited proposals that customers haven't asked for or aren't expecting often fall on deaf ears. So, it's important to have an established relationship with a customer before even considering submitting a proposal. Remember, it's all about knowing, liking, and trusting your customers. So, take the time to get to know them, tailor your proposals to their needs, and continually improve your relationships with them. This is the key to building successful customer relationships and winning business. So, you're gearing up for a sales meeting, and you want to make sure you're fully prepared to achieve your end game. Whether you're the customer contact or the one responsible for writing the proposal, the preparation process is equally important. Let's take a look at a set of questions that will help you kickstart the conversation, delve into the customer's needs, showcase your abilities, build a relationship, and ultimately, close the deal. These questions will set the stage for a meaningful dialogue and pave the way for proposing an effective solution that meets their needs. Let's dive into the initial questions that will help you engage with your customer effectively. Salesperson's questions to the customer. 1. First off, let's understand the markets you currently serve or aspire to serve. This will give us a clearer picture of your business objectives. 2. In the short term, what specific goals are you trying to achieve? 3. Beyond the short term, what are your long-term goals and aspirations for your business? 4. How do you currently operate your business? This will help us grasp your existing processes and identify areas for improvement. 5. What operational challenges are you currently facing? We want to understand the pain points you experience in your day-to-day operations. 6. Can you provide examples of when and how these problems occur? This will help us gain a better understanding of the situation. 7. Have you attempted any solutions to address these challenges? If so, what have you done so far? 8. Who are your current business partners? It's essential for us to know who you're working with to identify potential synergies. 9. Are you satisfied with your current provider's problem-solving capabilities? Or do you think they could be more efficient and responsive? 10. Lastly, when can we set up another meeting to discuss the next steps? Now, let's switch gears and explore the questions you should ask yourself or your salesperson in order to formulate the best proposal possible. Your questions to the salesperson. 1. Are our services available in the market your customer serves? Additionally, do we have any past solutions that we can reference to show our expertise? 2. Do our solutions align with the customer's immediate goals? We need to ensure that our offerings cater to their present priorities. 3. Do our strategic goals align with the customer's long-term aspirations? It's important to gauge if we are compatible in the long run. 4. What insights can we bring from working with other customers in the same industry? Do we have resources who understand the customer's specific operations? 5. Can we effectively communicate these problems to the customer using their own language? Also, can we prioritize these issues to highlight their significance? 6. Can we utilize fear, uncertainty, and doubt, FUD, around these problems to make them prominent issues for the customer? 7. Have we successfully dealt with similar problems in the past? Furthermore, what are the potential financial implications of solving these issues? 8. Can we evaluate the customer's current approach and suggest improvements? Sometimes, offering suggestions for enhancement can make a significant impact. 9. What do we know about the competitor the customer is currently engaged with? Have we conducted a comprehensive SWOT analysis? 10. Can we outperform the incumbent in terms of response time and effectiveness? And if so, how specifically can we improve upon their performance? Lastly, how quickly can we assess the prospect's situation and follow up with a compelling proposal? Remember, addressing these questions will equip you with the knowledge and understanding necessary to excel during your sales meeting. Good luck, and let the preparation pay off. When writing any type of sales, financial, marketing, or technical document, such as a proposal, it all starts with analyzing your readers comprehensively. The knowledge you have about your readers, who are often multiple individuals, will directly impact what you say and how you say it. If you're a salesperson, you probably have the advantage of having spoken directly to the decision-maker and influencers multiple times. However, if you're a proposal writer who doesn't interact as much with clients, you'll need to rely on the salesperson to provide you with that vital information. And if you're sending out a cold proposal, you'll have to do some third-party research to gather as much information as possible about the people who will be reading your proposal. No matter what situation you find yourself in, using the reader analysis questions can help you discover crucial information about the individuals who will read, evaluate, and make decisions about your proposal. These questions can be just as helpful for oral presentations, as they can easily be applied to presentation audiences as well. Let's take a closer look at the reader analysis questionnaire. 1. Who is your decision maker? Identify the person or persons who have the final say on your offer. Use their language and address their key problems and needs. Focus on the issues that matter most to decision makers, such as market share and top-line revenues. 2. Who are the influencers? Recognize individuals who have an influence on the final decision, such as technical staff, the comptroller, or a selection committee. Tailor your content to address their specific concerns. For technical staff, include technical details. And for the comptroller, focus on ROI, return on investment. 3. What is each reader's level of education? Determine the appropriate balance between text and visual material based on their education levels. Ensure that the text and visuals can stand alone and are accessible to multiple audiences. 4. What is each reader's level of technical expertise? Identify the use of technical terms and explanations needed. Provide technical details separately for non-technical primary audiences, with the option of technical advisors for further support. 5. What is each reader's professional experience? Consider the necessary background material and level of detail required. Summarize needs and move quickly to recommendations for experienced readers, while providing comprehensive information for less experienced readers. 6. What is each reader's familiarity with the subject? Evaluate whether explanations and context are needed. Remind familiar readers of the need for the proposal and outline solutions. Provide a detailed understanding and alternatives for readers who are less familiar with the subject. 7. What are each reader's expectations? Anticipate potential resistance and address expected issues within the proposal, especially in the section addressing the current environment or problem. 8. How enthusiastic is each reader about the project? Determine the level of reader interest and create a compelling executive summary with vivid pain statements for less enthusiastic readers. 9. What is each reader's urgency for finding a solution? Relate the urgency to costs and losses. Highlight costs, payback period, ROI, and improvements in the proposal to emphasize the importance of finding a solution promptly. 10. What is each reader's reading environment? Consider how the proposal will be evaluated. Include a compliance matrix and a separate executive summary if necessary to accommodate different reader environments. 11. What do your readers need to do or understand? Facilitate reader actions and make implementation considerations and responsibilities clear. Highlight actionable content and the parties responsible for carrying out specific tasks. By asking these questions, you'll be able to gather valuable insights about your readers, allowing you to create a proposal that truly resonates with them. Remember, the key to success lies in understanding your audience and tailoring your message accordingly. So take the time to dig deeper and address the unique needs of each reader within the customer's organization. In today's episode, we explored the art of tailoring proposals to meet customers' needs, engaging with customers through effective questioning during sales meetings, and understanding readers' expectations to create impactful proposals. Thank you for joining us today on Book for Dummies, where we have explored an array of valuable insights and knowledge, and we can't wait to have you back with us for our next episode. Don't forget to subscribe.